Hello team, welcome back to the Pep Talk Pod. The Pep Talk Pod. Can't help but say that every single time. So, I have my trusty laptop in front of me. Today's episode, I've just scrolled down the list and Sophie asked, how do I not get so overwhelmed and just say fuck it and then lose sight of future me when you are overwhelmed? So what I would say with this one, if you can relate to this and you are thinking to yourself, I am that person that will regularly say, fuck it. I think that actually, let's rewind. There's two versions of fuck it, right? There's fuck it, you only live once, let's just do it. I'm terrified, but I really fucking want to do this thing. Fuck it. And then there's the fuck it that isn't quite as beneficial for future you and actually just screws you in the ass. Screws future you in the ass, and basically just says, well, it's like you're on like a strict regime. You're going to the gym, you're working out, you're really proud of yourself, and then you see that advert for like Krispy Kreme. They're doing a dozen for like £12. Can you tell I just opened an email to that? It's an insight into my emails, and you're like, oh god, I could really do with that. So you go buy 3 boxes, and you're like, fuck it. Fuck all the hard work I've just made. I'm going to eat all of these donuts and put myself into a sugar high and then like have diabetes when I'm older, right? That's the kind of fuck it that we're talking about. That's that fuck it that gives you short-term dopamine and then long-term regret. Long-term like, oh God, why did I do that? That was so not what I wanted to do. If you can relate to that kind of funk, that's what this episode is going to be. What I would say when you get so overwhelmed with something and you end up saying fuck it is because your nervous system is overloaded, right? Your nervous system is essentially, if we think about it, attaches to everything within our body. The vagus nerve runs from the base of our skull all the way down our spine, wraps around our chest, our organs, our heart, our lungs, our stomach, and goes right down to the base of our spine. Now that is essentially what happens when we fight or flight. That's when you get an off tummy. You're just like, oh my God, I feel sick. My heart is pounding. You get so overwhelmed and so just a rush of, oh my goodness, I am in fight or flight. I just want to hide or I want to run away. There's a threat in front of me, right? When you are that overwhelmed, the temptation to say fuck it and go into negative patterns that are comfortable for you because they're recognizable for you, but they're not comfortable in the sense that you really get pissed off every time you go back to them because you know it's not benefiting the future you or the goals that you have in mind, the vision that you have in mind. When you say fuck it to that, it's because you are overloaded in your nervous system. And the very first thing that I would think about doing is, and honestly, from a point of view of like, I get triggered AF whenever a lot of my trauma comes back up. My body going into that, fuck it, I'm just going to sit here and like, fuck the business, I'm going to burn it to the ground, who fucking cares anyway? And then the next day, no, come back, I want you. It's like a really dysfunctional relationship when you're an entrepreneur, but that's because you're so dysregulated. So my tips for you for this pep talk is, first of all, you're not going to be able to out-talk your nervous system. You're not going to be able to outthink the emotions and the feelings that it gives you in your body. So when you are like, fuck it, what you actually need to do is you need to start giving yourself some level of emotion, right? Give yourself some level of, I'm going to regulate myself again. There's lots of different things that you can do on YouTube if you put in nervous system regulation, fight or flight, somatic workouts, somatic exercises, anything like that. The Workout Witch on Instagram is a great one for this. She really focuses on slow, intentional stretches and movements for your body and actually helps you lose weight as well from that, but that's like an entirely different tangent. And it's more like it helps you stay calm in your nervous system so that you don't feel that oh fuck it kind of thing coming on, you know? So whenever you are saying fuck it and you're losing sight of future you, it's because you're so stuck in the past. Your body is bringing up these feelings of we feel anxious, we don't feel good. And what that does is it floods your mind with all of these memories that you have of times where you actually felt like that in the past. And then what happens is, if you're not aware of that, it makes you think that that's what's going to happen again, or that is what's happening right now. And then when you are thinking to yourself, that's what's going to happen, and I'm also thinking about these things that I want in my life, but I'm feeling overwhelmed, you start to put 2 and 2 together and get 16. Are you following? So what you want to do is regulate your nervous system. There are lots of different ways that you can do this through those YouTube videos, but what you really want to focus on is being present in the moment, being grounded in your body, allowing yourself to feel those sensations without taking action on them. That is the biggest thing. When you're like, fuck it, and then you do something else, it's not the thoughts, it's not the feeling that actually disrupts and fucks up future you. It's the actions that you're taking, it's the behavior. And we all know that your thoughts create your emotions create your behavior is what creates your reality. It is the formula for manifestation. Okay, so what you want to think about is, I can't outthink how I feel because that's completely different. My thoughts are in my head, my feelings are in my body. I have to regulate my body, do those stretches, do that gentle movement, walks, breath work, etc., etc. These are all really great for that. Tapping, EFT tapping. Again, brilliant stuff on YouTube for all of this. And then once you've regulated your body, which is your nervous system, the signals that go from your body to your brain, it's around 80%. Those signals will start to say, we feel safe. And when you feel safe, you're not going to be like, fuck it. Do you know what I mean? You're going to be feeling empowered. You're going to feel safe. You're creating that safety in your body. So if you regularly feel overwhelmed and you say fuck it, and then you just do stuff that you're like, why the fuck did I just do that shit? It's because you're dysregulated. And all you need to do is, in those moments, be aware of how you're feeling, what you're thinking, and bring yourself back to the present moment. Bring yourself back into your body. Do a quick YouTube search, 10-minute somatic workout. Do that. I promise you will feel a lot more regulated, and you will be able to then think and take action from a place of empowerment and really think about what it is that you want and what you value the most. So I really hope this helps. I will see you in the next episode. Bye.